Hi everyone, today I'll be doing a commentary on my NBN deck. This is the deck that relies on Scorched Earth as an alternative means of victory. Today I'll be playing against Gabe, and because Fear and Loathing is out, now there's a whole new meaning to credit denial Gabe. And as I'm about to find out, it gets real scary. So, Gabe starts by preparing his economy, his resources. There's a compromised employee there, and a Mr. Lee. So that was a hint that he's going to go rather big rig as opposed to straight out, flat out running every single turn he can. I get a Jackson, so I learned my lesson. Now I'm protecting it well so that I can use it for the next few turns to draw up all the economy cards and all the ice that I need, which is very important early game. Ooh, I love what I see in my hand. Green level, hedge, green level. Good stuff. This is a very good start. Now I just need to draw more ice and I'll be set to begin scoring my Astro scripts. He installs Sneak Door Beta. Thankfully doesn't draw out the Astro script from my hand, and I immediately seal up his last available server. Meanwhile, I continue icing up R&D and HQ. I believe it's data ravens that go over both servers, so definitely making him think twice about running my centrals. And while buying me some time, as the Enigma also, by penalizing him on clicks, it buys me some time to get my ice out. Now I have a 2-layer deep remote, as well as 10 credits in my hand. It's a good time to throw away the Jackson and begin scoring my first Astro script. What is he gonna do? He only has a Fairy out. And he knows that he can't do anything about it, so instead he goes up. He improves his economy. Now he has 2 compromised employees, in addition to a daily cast. But I will have my first Astro script out, and you know that the Astro train means a lot of trouble if you are running against NBN. Meanwhile, he continues drawing even more cards. I have no idea what he's taking for, probably his breakers, but right now, to me, he seems very, very concerned with getting his economy up. I don't care. I score my second Astro. This should really make him worry now. I think this game I was very lucky. Firstly, he wasn't very aggressive early on, but more importantly, that I drew 2 Astros early, and that the Tobos and Muckrakers did not clog up my hand. I rest the paper wall to stop the account siphon. Thankfully, I had that available. No, sorry. He misclicked on the account siphon. He didn't intend to account siphon. So instead, he installs his corroder and makes a normal round on HQ, trying to bait out the piece of ice that is above my paper wall. Of course, I don't give in to that, knowing that he's going to follow that up with account siphon very soon. So what I do is to thread up with green level clearance and ice up HQ with a piece of ice that can actually stop him. Meanwhile, I bait him to run the remote with my second Jackson Howard of the game. He also plays out an Ice Analyzer, that's the green resource that you see. Between Ice Analyzer and Compromised Employee, that's a lot of credits he gets for raising a piece of ice. For raising the Enigma, I pay 3 and he actually earns 3 from 2 Compromised Employees and 1 Ice Analyzer. Of course, I stopped the account siphon, but it seems like every time I raise a piece of ice, the tempo swings towards his favor all the more. That's the reason why I chose not to raise any of the remote ice. But that's fine with me because now I'm also wasting one entire click of his to run that remote, in addition to the clicks wasted by running on my HQ and wasting an account siphon in the process. So since he didn't trash my Jackson Howard, I use it to draw up. I got a Sen, which obviously goes into the remote, and I credit up. Yep, I gain 1 credit as my last click. And he installs his console of choice, Blackguard, a new addition in Fear and Loathing. Ooh, that's harsh. That really is harsh. And the moment he ran on the remote server, he forced me to rest all the ice over there, including the paper wall that got immediately trashed by Corroder, and the Enigma, which he got past with Guardian Blade. So not only did it collapse my entire remote server, he forced a lot of credits out of me. Next, he ran my HQ and forced me to rest the data ribbon as well. So all of a sudden, I'm down to 1 credit. I played a hedge fund last turn. Now I'm down to 1 credit. My only choice this turn was to click up to 4 credits since he trashed my Jackson Howard as well. He ran my hand, which I was okay with. I have a TBT, which I don't intend on scoring anytime yet. But now my main concern is getting a lot of credits up so that I can use my Sensen. Yes, having my credits drained from me is an absolute horror. He has only 4 cards in hand, but I still use Sweet Sweet because getting those credits up is so important. At least he cannot force me to rest anything else because all my eyes have been rest. Yes. I'm realizing how terribly painful it is to play against a runner who has Blackguard and Snitch. I mean, usually I'm okay with Snitch because if they jack out after exposing, you are not forced to spend the credits to rest. However, now that you are forced to rest the eyes as long as you have enough credits, it's really painful. And it's the reason why I put a pop-up window over archives. When I'm forced to rest it, at least I gain credits instead of losing credits. Had I put a toe move over there, I'll be bankrupt once again, and that's not good. Oh, he finally accesses the TGTBT, but he has 2 clicks left, so he's able to easily clear the tag. That's unfortunate for me. So I finally get a whole bucket load of credits between Green Level and Hedge Fund. That was really, really very good news. A huge respite. Now I'm able to rest the Sensen and score my next agenda should it appear from R&D. Meanwhile, he continues digging for who knows what. He already has most of his breakers out. Looks like more money cards. I do not draw an agenda, unfortunately, which means that I'm pretty much forced to ice up my remote to prevent him from trashing the Sensen while gaining a bit more money, gaining a bit more traction. And I rest the toe booth. See, that's the other problem. Toe booth suddenly becomes very bad against Snitch Blackguard because not only are you forced to rest the toe booth, now you don't have to. Now the runner does not have to be taxed for it. He can simply jack out with Snitch's effects. So annoying. He then inside job my R&D, which is quite a waste, I think. But well, so be it. Funny enough, he didn't see an agenda. I was expecting an agenda to pop up because I've gone quite some time without seeing one. My deck is starting to thin. And at this point, it becomes more of an agenda drawing slog. I need to wait for an agenda to appear. Since there's no agenda, I simply install more stuff, making sure that he really cannot get past R&D. Oh, satellite uplink. Okay, this is just ridiculous. Now, I am forced to rest my Sensen, which you never need to unless you are ready to score an agenda. So now I'm down to 9 credits, and as you will continue watching, if you continue watching this video, you'll see that he continues to place heavy strain on my economy between making runs and forcing me to rest stuff that I don't want to rest. Meanwhile, all I can do is continue to click up for credits and hopefully draw agendas, especially my third Astro script, in order to score them. So it becomes a very, very long battle, especially because my agendas were all piled at the bottom of the deck. I think there were 6 agendas in the last 10 cards of my deck. So this turned out to be a very long game, and there's not much point commenting on the grind fest. Me grinding for credits, him grinding me out. So yes, the commentary will end here. If you are interested in watching the rest of the match and the outcome, go on ahead. I'll be signing off now. Thanks for watching.